Jeez. This is Karen, and she's kind of a dick. Very aggressive feeder, very consistent reproduction from her as well. But boy, when she's ready to eat, all bets are off. I know a lot of people think that pinkies aren't good for the diet or whatever, but if you got a female that just laid, there's nothing wrong with supplementing her diet with a bunch of pinkies to get them back on track. It's basically like a giant Snickers bar. And these things, when they drop a bunch of eggs, they tend to get pretty dehydrated. They're a little malnourished. The eggs are really taxing on their body, so giving them a little something like some pinkies is not a bad thing. I mean, I'm not saying this should be a staple of the diet, but for me, when it comes to post-lay, I always give my females as many pinkies as they want. And she is about a week past having laid a clutch of eggs. At least I think that's about what it was. And she looks pretty good, but she's still bouncing back. And when they are about ready to lay a clutch of eggs, they generally go off feed for a couple of weeks. So they get pretty thin. And giving them this, like I said before, helps them bounce back, but it also helps stimulate another cycle, which isn't always ideal if they're too thin or too worked out. But if you've got one or some with good body weight, they tend to bounce back quickly with a good feeding regimen, then there's nothing wrong with giving them a healthy dose of pinkies to get them going again, as Karen has shown. But as you can see, she's very pretty. Good looking animal. She does get UV, and she does get supplements as well, so I consider her to be a pretty healthy Ackie.